Peace. This is Star with the Star Blooms. How y'all doing? I actually just wanted to come on because I wanted to touch bases with y'all. I'll be missing when I'm in my little orbit. A lot of the times we be having the opportunity to pour out. It be the pour in for me. And lately, the pour in has been so necessary because there's so much going on in the energy, so much information coming in and being able to, I feel like, sit with information differently lately. I've been recognizing, um but that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to come on and I wanted to share what I've been learning about God, peace. um One of the themes that I've recognized, like in readings and in meditation and just channeling recently, is, I would say, like the revelation of previous manifestations coming into be at this time. So things that you may have asked for as a child, as a young age, adolescent, or just like some time ago, is now basically coming back around because of how much you've cleared out. And I feel like also because of the purity that was in that place that you were asking from, you just weren't actually at the rate of holding it. And it's like now there's been so much advancement. I feel like our spirit teams are so proud of us. We've healed them even so much, and it's like the way that we're creating and showing up is so powerful, but it's almost like a getting ready for what's next. That place could be so confusing because you want to get there, but I'm learning so much about just being present. And sometimes y'all being present means stealing everything. I recognize a pattern of like communication coming into like be a thing with me, which makes sense because like my sun is in Gemini, my Mercury and my Venus is in Gemini. Okay, both of those are ruled by did I say Mercury? Whatever, yo. But anyways, it's like it being a thing makes sense for me. However, I recognize like a lot of the things we be coming into like a lesson with other people, it be really a lesson with us. How we are with us, how we're handling us, how we're asking us, like our soul be wanting us to give it to us. It comes up in like a mirror or a reflection. It could be perceived sometimes a projection. It could be a projection, but a lot of the times, a lot of the things always comes back to us. And one of the things I recognized was like peace and having peace and what that means. And it's like the rate of being able to be calm regardless of whatever it is that comes into place. And it's like, even if you go wherever it is that you need to go with whatever energy it is that you processing, because it's like you got to be able to be whatever it is that you feel like you need to be at the same time, but also being able to be at a rate where you're recognizing how you could take learning how to show up differently for yourself and being in an intentional rate and applying that to what it is that you're doing and recognizing how big of an action the small things that you do are now, just because you place intention on it, just because you allowed yourself to learn how you are in a place. A lot of the times we didn't, when I go back as like I'm meditating and just healing through things, I didn't have a clue that I wasn't even present in the places. You couldn't have told me that I was flawed in a lot of events that had previously occurred in my life, being able to see, myself. And I think that that's what happens a lot of the times. We believe that the sepia color glasses coming off always means revealment for other people. I believe that your first revealment, your first revelation comes with you. And it's like a constant encounter with you, how you've been with you in each circumstance. Because if I'm able to sit and I'm able to see myself and how I've been within it, I'm able to also see how it may have affected other people, how other people may have went through, you know, and experienced, it differently, and being able to just be whole in it. Why does all of this matter, y'all? Because a lot of the times we go through carrying the weight and the burdens of a lot of things, and it affects us in such a major way, how we show up, how we're living. If we recognize that this is the time where there's a breakdown for it to be a rebuild, that means that we are among some of the greatest creators of the world right now. Like the people who are here, the babies that are being born at this time, like these are some of the most amazing architects, some of the most amazing like books are going to be wrote, some of the most amazing music, things are going to be created that is going to be so magnificent because of what is actually coming to be. There's a birth of something new that is happening. And with that understanding and that clarity, being able to actually recognize how you are in it and understanding, even imagine like how you would create, y'all, if you're coming from a healed place. You know, a lot of the times we want to always like be pained and be hurt, and then this be the best shit, because it's like it happens. It be the best stuff, right? But imagine how much more you could come into be at a rate when your nervous system is settled, and you could actually go into yourself to be able to truly, truly, truly discover what that dream is. A lot of the times y'all be going back into like your childhood memories and seeing how you wrote, your first vision board, even though you didn't know that this is what it was, and recognizing how that dream still rings true, but you never really gave yourself the opportunity to have that dream because you didn't allow yourself to be at peace with a lot of things that came into be, right? And I recognize lately that I've been coming into contact with like revelation, constant confirmation, constant, really, I feel like it's almost like source affirming over me the truth that's been like steadfast with me. Like there's been a peace that's been steady that shows up significantly at the rate that I'm willing to perceive it at, as long as I'm willing to acknowledge and see myself and release and surrender the things that are no longer in alignment with me, essentially. So I just wanted to share that there's a lot of the things that we could hold on to. There's a lot of things that we could force ourselves to be in occupancy of. Y'all, we be carrying so much stuff. We be allowing things to be the host of us. We be hosting other things, and we don't recognize how, yeah, a lot of things are broken so you can be able to bear the light that's been there for you. You might not be able to even reach the depth of yourself until, you know, things crack the surface. You know what I mean? So being able to have a space where you learn how to show up differently with yourself, and seeing how you are. You okay, baby? I'm gonna be quiet, y'all. Peace. I hope that this message helps. Seek God's peace in everything. Keep God's peace with you. Allow yourself to be at a rate to where you're healing and choosing to know you differently. I love y'all. Okay. Peace. You okay?